What's up, guys? Welcome back. Andrew's not back, yes, but I'm back.
Andrew's not dead though. Andrew's still alive.
Oh, yes, but he's just not feeling well. So Andrew, Judah, what do you had for lunch?
Yeah, I see what you're trying to do there. I don't know if you're doing the club thing or you're trying to rename me.
Okay, guys, but you guys got what I'm trying to say. If you guys watched Liverpool versus City's match, we'll be talking about that and more, actually, more football. Yeah, stay tuned. So, seriously, Judah, what do you had for lunch?
Football. I had football in a bowl. Football in a bowl.
So, I think if you watched the match, Liverpool,
I did see the game. It was definitely the biggest game of the weekend.
yeah.
Now this might be funny, but if El Clasico was going on while that game was going on, I think I would have still seen Liverpool City. And I know you're a Barca fan, so please don't beat me up after this.
But
I think I would have seen Liverpool City over El Clasico if it was played at the same time. But it was a great game. Really, really good game.
That's right, yeah.
1-1 at the Anfield. Many people can say many things. Is it Klopp versus Pep? Is it Liverpool versus City? Is it Gegenpress versus Tiki-Taka? What do you say? It was just a beautiful game. Really, really beautiful game.
True.
Really beautiful game. So many talking points.
Yep.
Let's start with the first goal. Did you see that goal?
Yeah, I did.
Somebody said it was the cornerstone of Manchester City.
Oh, man.
It was John Stones scoring from a corner kick. And it felt like a sneaky goal. Do you think like Liverpool were caught unawares with that?
I mean, they deserve it because I remember they did the similar stuff with Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
I can't forget that. I really can't. Man, so they deserve it. Yes.
So they deserve it. All right. Okay, good stuff. The next thing was at the start of the second half, Nathan Ake makes a mistake. Ederson comes out and can I say he clears Nunes?
Mm-hmm.
The ref gives a yellow card and a penalty. Do you think that should have been a red?
I think it was yellow is fine for
Yellow
me.
is fine.
For me,
Some people think Ederson is the last guy. It's a back pass, and he literally just clears Nunes. So it's as clear a penalty as you would get. That's not in doubt. It is a penalty. But
yeah,
should
that's
it
for
have been
sure.
red? Well, for me, I think I agree with you. I think it's okay.
It's not so,
Well, if he had given him red, would I have complained? Would you have complained?
I mean, the game would change definitely.
Oh, definitely. In a game like that, you don't want to go.
Yeah, so
definitely.
I think referee did the right call because there'll be more issue on this. Like the game would change.
Yeah.
It'll be like fully like Liverpool's game, and so yellow card is fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. The funny thing is, not long after that, he gets subbed off because he's injured.
Yeah.
And we know that he's City's first choice goalkeeper. Do you think if he's out for too long, by too long I mean a month or over a month, how much do you think that affects City's title race?
It'll be a big issue, I think, because he's a good goalie. He's a good goalie, and missing a player, it'll be a big issue. Like like being a main team, and most of the players are together. They've been playing together, so missing a player out of that, I think it will cause an issue. Like a missing.
Okay.
So I think, but still, again, City is City, so they can do impossible things. Something that Arsenal can't.
Well, be careful, bro, because Arsenal are top of the table. Be careful, man. Be careful. Don't let the Arsenal guys come for you.
I think if you guys watched last episode, I said Arsenal is Arsenal. So please go watch last episode. Thank you.
I really like that. I really like your confidence. Maybe at the end of this episode, we should think about who win the league.
You know what? I hope Andrew won't kill me.
I hope so too. Because we need you. We really need you. We really need you. Okay, so the next thing is sometime in the second half, Pep takes out KDB. And as he's walking off the pitch, he gets to his coach and he seems like he's complaining about something. Definitely looks like he doesn't want to go off. It's a big game. It's a title decider, in quotes.
Yeah.
What do you think was going on there? Do you think KDB should have just kept quiet and spoken to his coach in the locker room? What do you think?
Only thing, whenever he talks something on pitch, only thing reminds me of, let me talk. So that's the only thing reminds, just only thing that's the only thing I think he'll be saying. So but yeah, I feel he's getting old, so I think City needs him.
Definitely
And he can't get injured, and he plays a big role for City, and it's not a big deal, I think. But
to him, it looked like a big deal. He didn't want to go off.
I think it's just the Kevin and Pep relationship. I think they are pretty open.
Okay.
What Andrew said, Pep is like a father to Kevin.
I don't know. I'm not that close to them.
Kevin is like a son to but so they're just showing out, everything.
Okay.
So maybe I don't think that there's a big issue on that.
Well, the thing is, so when he comes off, he complains. Pep is trying to tell him, just sit, we'll talk about this afterwards. The game is still on. Then Pep goes to sit beside him. And it feels like Pep is asking for forgiveness. That's the way it looks. Like Pep is going to him and going, I'm really sorry, bro. I'm really sorry. So what can we do? What's the problem? And are you upset? That's what it looked like to me. Because when he was coming off, Pep seemed to motion to him like, hey, guy, just take a seat. Let's talk about this afterwards. Minutes later, the same Pep has gone to sit beside him and and KDB is still complaining, pointing to the pitch. So it feels like maybe he's saying something like, oh, we don't have an out ball and all of that. And I think it's also frustrating because in the whole game, I don't think Haaland had up to 25 touches. The whole game. So taking KDB off, maybe he felt like he was the one that would give the pass or something like that. But it is what it is. I feel like they will settle their issues afterwards. But KDB is a great player.
Of course.
Another thing, though, is so towards the end of the game, I think in the 96th, 97th minute, Doku is trying to go for a ball that's up in the air. McAllister is also trying to go for the same ball. And it seems like Doku stamps on McAllister's chest.
Yeah.
And some people believe that is a penalty. Michael Oliver and his VAR guys didn't believe it was a penalty. Do you think that was a penalty?
Okay.
Because that's where we get the whole idea of what do you have for lunch.
I mean, I think it wasn't purposely but yeah, it's in penalty box. But I think he was trying to get the ball, maybe.
I think so.
So that's the reason why they didn't give.
Well, Ake was trying to pass the ball back to his goalkeeper, but it didn't go well. So I think your intent to get the ball sometimes is not enough.
Yeah.
Klopp said something in his post-match interview, which was, if that had happened anywhere else in the pitch, that's a foul. So why is it not a foul this time?
Again, it's a penalty box. Like it will make a big difference in the game. Okay, I know it's like something that I mean, like you just think about it. I mean, like if you get a penalty, for sure it's gonna maybe 75% will be goal. Okay,
Yeah, it's relax. This is
so
like
making a penalty call is like, if it's a huge call, okay, you can call, like something like you push and stuff. You can't call for that, like.
So if I get you correctly, what you're saying is, because of the stage the game was in, it had to be a clear and obvious penalty to be given.
Yeah. You don't agree with me?
I don't know. I'm trying to agree. Now, I'm not saying that. I think it's more of a penalty.
Okay.
So if I was to hold the two options together, I would lean closer to it being a penalty. Yes, I think Doku touches the ball, but he obviously stamps on the guy. So I think, but it is what it is. The game has happened. It's 1-1. it is what
I
it is.
mean, they can cry about it. It's done, it's done. And I mean,
Oh, they can cry about it. It's all right.
let's be happy. Like Onana, like he's happy that he's the only player that made a clean sheet out
That's a
of.
trophy. That's Onana's trophy for
So
the
yeah,
season.
just be happy what you got.
And that was the game where Dalo got two yellow cards in like 15 seconds. Well, something for Onana to celebrate. Clean sheet against Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can say that this season.
Yes.
In the Premier League or all competition?
In Premier League.
I think in Premier League. Yeah. Okay. But I think the main thing for us, some people, is the Klopp versus Pep rivalry. Is it over? These guys have given us good football.
Yeah, true, I agree.
Especially when they play against each other.
Yeah.
And we know that this is Klopp's final season at Liverpool for now. Are you gonna miss it?
I think, of course, for sure. I think if Klopp is stepping down, I think Pep also needs to make more interesting. Like I think Pep doesn't have much any other coach like managers like his level, because I think City and Liverpool always the game been like tight.
Yeah.
The game been interesting. Arsenal tried their best, but not yet.
Well, Arsenal defeated City in the first leg.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I agree that, but
they are trying to put themselves in that conversation.
He's doing a good job, of course. He was Pep assistant, so yeah, he'll be there. I mean, soon.
Well, he was Pep
soon. But definitely we got like everyone's gonna miss these two together. Not together. Match.
They could still face off in the FA Cup. They could still, if the draws go that way, but they have to first win the guys they're playing in the quarterfinals. I think Liverpool play United, City play Newcastle also. I'm not sure. But if that works out, then we can get one more taste.
Last dance.
One more taste like this. But it's just beautiful stuff. As you already know, the joke about what did you have for lunch? That was Klopp asking VAR as regards the Doku stamp on McAllister. But let's keep going. There's news that Liverpool are ready to welcome back Michael Edwards as sporting director.
Yeah.
Why is that a big thing?
I think
not like big thing. Like why is it in the news?
I think so because Klopp is leaving. They bought Michael back. They want Michael back because he did a good job when he was there with Liverpool.
Yeah.
When Liverpool were like super high on.
They are still kind of high.
Like
last
super form.
I
mean like super form. So they believe that he might help and still not lose the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's a good thing for them. Let's see.
Nice.
Again, let's see.
They're about to decide on who their next manager will be.
Yeah.
So I think they need experienced guys in deciding, first of all, who the options will be and who the final pick would be. That's the only thing that comes to my mind. But
they just take it off.
Yeah, I think he seems to be someone who did a really great job for them to be really happy that he's coming back. So that's great. That is really, really great.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the people who you say Arsenal will always be Arsenal. Because right now you have to give them their flowers. They're top of the table.
I agree.
But they played Brentford on Saturday night and they won 2-1 at the Emirates.
Yeah. Someone managed to score one goal at the end. So and your player was able to score.
Player.
Yeah.
Former player.
That's a good, and I'm happy for them here again.
Yeah. So towards the end of the game, Kai gets a header. Good goal, great goal for him. But let's start off with Ramsdale.
Oh yeah.
So Ramsdale has not played in the Premier League since, I believe, the first leg against Brentford. And that's because David Raya is on loan from Brentford, so he cannot face his parent club. Now, in that game, I was really hoping the best for him because when you don't have opportunities to get on the pitch, and you do get one, my hope is that this guy is going to show Arteta why he should be starting.
Yep.
And then just before halftime, did you see what he did with Johan Visa? I felt so sad for him. And I'm not even an Arsenal guy.
Yeah, again, I was really sad about it too, because I mean, being in top level and
Yeah.
then getting to be a substitute,
Yeah.
and then making this mistake was like,
Mm.
oh man, it's so sad for him. But I'm happy that he came back and saved 2 goals.
Yeah, in the second half. In the second half, he did
Yes,
really well. Ivan Tony's effort and the header by, I can't remember who it was.
but yeah, he came back, and I really love his celebration at the end to the
Oh,
away
okay.
fans.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, that's a good thing for him. Like, I hope, yeah, I think kind of proved, that he can do it.
Okay.
Uh, uh, he can do it. I mean, that's the whole thing.
So should he still leave Arsenal or should he hang around?
Definitely needs to leave. Because he's pretty good goalie. Like, you can
Yeah.
see the saves he did.
Yeah.
It was not so easy saves.
Yeah.
So he has a good future. So he can be a good goalkeeper. Like,
That'd be nice.
So
Really nice.
if he gets out soon, he can be in England's.
Oh, for the Euros.
Yeah. So
Let's see. Let's see how it goes.
yeah.
Well, shout out to Arsenal, top of the table.
Yeah.
There's so many Arsenal folks around
Oh
me,
man.
and everybody's smiling at me today. They're all happy. Some guy sent me a lot of pictures with memes and stickers of Arsenal, and I'm like, bro, relax, man, relax. Last season, you guys still lost it. Now I'm not saying they will
Too
lose it
early.
this time,
Too early for it.
but I still feel like they can still lose it.
Please watch last
still
last week's episode.
Okay, so let's do a quick roundup of the Premier
Yep.
League. Spurs went to Villa, 4th versus 5th. And Spurs lost 4-0 at home. Sorry, no. Villa lost 4-0 at home to Spurs.
Yep.
John McGinn record in the second half. I was going to say yellow card should be nice, but it's like he didn't even want to play the ball. He just wanted to play the man. How much of a problem should that be for Aston Villa? That they've lost. Number one, John McGinn will miss the next 2 or 3 games. That was a straight red. And number 2, that's a team that is fighting for the Champions League spot with them that they have just lost 4-0 in front of their home fans.
Yeah.
How much of a problem is that for Unai Emery?
I think currently Tottenham is like super form. Like, they've been winning. So losing in like this badly, like, I think gives Tottenham a push. Okay, they can do it. And I think the spirit of the players also goes down from Villa. So I think I don't know if they'll get back again to the 4th place, but let's see.
Yes. So I think Villa still fought, but Spurs are just 2 points behind them with a game in hand, because the Spurs-Chelsea game that was supposed to happen on the Carabao final weekend didn't happen. But I feel sad for Villa to lose that way.
Yeah.
Lose your captain.
Yeah.
And then lose 4-0. Sad.
Yeah, I hope.
Really, really, really
Yeah,
sad.
I hope they'll have a good evening. So yeah, let's see, man.
I hope they have a good evening. All right, so quick roundup. Manchester United, 2-0 winners at home to Everton. 2 penalties.
Yeah.
Am you back? Are they back on fire?
I don't know what to say. I'm done with them. Let's talk something else.
Are you in a relationship with them?
Let's go to the next.
Okay, so that's Manchester United. Burnley.
Yep.
Away at West Ham. 2 goals up.
Yep.
But came back. Ended up losing. No, not losing. Ended 2-2. Yeah, because Danny Ings' goal was cancelled. Ended up 2-2. So 1 point for Burnley. Sheffield also away at Bournemouth. 2-0 up. Ended up drawing 2-2. Do you think those guys have anything to fight for, Burnley and Sheffield?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You think they're gone?
They're gone.
Okay. We'll come back to that soon. What other games we played? Brighton at home to Forest, 1-0. And Who has played over the weekend?
Chelsea.
Chelsea haven't played yet. Chelsea played tonight. Newcastle. I am not confident. Definitely not. It's not been that kind of season. So, I don't know. I'm just like, Chelsea. Chelsea, I don't know. Let's not talk about Chelsea. But I want us to talk about something. So, at the ends of the table, there are battles that are going on. So, right now, I think first, second, third, we are sure of the three teams that are going to take those places. We might not be sure how exactly they're going to line up, who will be first or second or third. So let's talk about fourth, first of all. So for the fourth place, which is the Champions League place, you have Spurs, Villa, Manchester United, who are in that conversation. Who do you see finishing fourth?
For sure, Spurs, Tottenham.
Tottenham, okay.
So I believe in them. So yeah, let's go, guys.
Madison, I like that. Okay, so at the other end of the table, you have already said Burnley and Sheffield.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I mean, yeah,
it's going to take a miracle for them.
Yeah.
But there's one more spot for relegation, and right now I think Luton are occupying that place. But you have Luton, Everton, Forest, Brentford. Of these four, which do you think is going to go down?
I'm hoping Luton will, they'll get through it. But they've been so bad luck, maybe. I don't know. I guess Luton, but I think, yeah, I think it's Luton, maybe. Yeah. What do you think?
I hope Luton don't go down.
Yeah.
For what is what, I think I've really enjoyed their season in the Premier League so far. Definitely not a very big club. They have some players who used to play in supposedly bigger clubs like Barkley and Townsend, and what's his name, Tim Krul, who's their substitute goalkeeper. But I feel like they have come to the Premier League and they have tried their best to struggle with the big hitters.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be really sad if all that goes to, I don't want to say waste, I wouldn't use the word waste, but if all that doesn't yield enough fruit for them to at least stay one more season.
Yeah.
I think that's the one for me. For Burnley and Sheffield, I think they're where they are. They're just where they are.
Yeah.
They haven't stepped up. But I think Luton have tried. They have really tried. Arsenal, when they had to grind out a win. City, when they had to grind out a win. Chelsea, when they nearly missed it, had to grind out a win. Defeated Brighton 4-0. That was a shock. Played 4-4 away at Newcastle. So I think they have shown themselves as folks that can fight. They have made it clear that what's now the place again? Kenilworth Road, what's now the stadium? Can't remember what it is. Kenil something. It's not an easy place to go to. And those are the things you want to see in the league.
Yeah.
So for people like that, when you see that, you go, I hope they get one more season, at least one more season. I really hope they stay.
Yeah.
Now, who's going to replace them in that position? I don't know. I don't want to call any club, but I really hope Luton stay. So for what is what, Luton, come on.
Yep. Yeah. I hope, me too. And there's someone actually unbeaten for 60 games in all competition. Can you guess who?
Banana?
My God. Why is it so funny?
That's the player we're talking about.
He's a City player. Can you guess?
That has to be Rodri.
Yeah. He is. He's 60 games unbeaten for all competitions. So that's a pretty good. I mean, he's a big deal now.
He's definitely a big deal. Definitely a big deal. I remember earlier in the season when he got his red card and was suspended for like 2-3 games. That was when City lost to Wolves and all that happened. So I think it's so obvious how important he is to the way the team plays, to how Pep wants his team to keep the ball, win the ball back, and all of that. So Nah, you can't argue with that. So look at the game against Liverpool at Anfield. Ruben Diaz is on the bench. And I'm like, is that not supposed to be one of their best centre backs? So he starts Akanji, he starts Ake, he starts John Stones, he starts Kyle Walker. So I'm like, why is Ruben Diaz not there? So that's the kind of coach Pep is. He can spring up a surprise like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think he would do that with Rodri.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just the thing. So you can see the game is, the second half is nearly running away from them. He takes out KDB, but he keeps Rodri there. He takes KDB out and brings in Kovacic. Kovacic, different kind of player. So I think, Rodri, exceptional guy.
Yeah.
Exceptional guy. Exceptional guy.
True.
Really, really, really cool guy. I think that's it for the Premier League.
Yes.
Let's talk Champions League.
Oh, yeah.
There were Champions League games during the week. Your man, Tuchel, stays. I think for now, I think he will stay to the end of the season.
Yeah.
Bayern qualify, defeating Lazio 3-0 in Germany. Were you surprised?
I was hoping if they lose, I want to see some more dramas and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, happy for them. And guess what? The coach, do you remember when he was coaching for PSG? He got fractured on his leg, and and he brought them to semi-finals.
To the final, yeah. And lost 2 Bayern.
Yeah. No, it's now similar thing. He got a small fracture on his leg. I don't know what's he's older thin. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he went and banged or something, and then he got fractured. So it gives that that vibe of maybe they can he can bring Bayern to finals.
Well, I don't know. The thing is, Bayern have gone through a patch in the season where their results have not been the best.
Yep.
So now I didn't even know he had an injury to his toe. He could have been saying something in the locker room and got pissed and wanted to kick something out of anger and maybe kick something that was heavier than he thought. But they won't tell you that. But I had no idea he fractured his toe. Can he take them to the final? It's football, so you say yes. We can't. Why can he do that? Bayern is a great team. He's a good manager. He has good players in the squad. Gnabry is back now, who's been out for a while. Leroy Sané, I think I heard the commentator say he was playing through pain in the second leg against Lazio. Harry Kane, scoring goals now for fun.
Making records.
I think we will talk about that soon. So, can he take them to the final? Yes, it is possible. Do I think he will get them to the final? I'm not sure.
Wow.
It depends on the teams that they face en route to London, because the final is in London this year. So if he gets a kind draw in the quarterfinals, good for him. But I don't know. Do I think that Bayern right now will defeat Real Madrid over 2 legs? I'm not sure. Do I think they will defeat City over 2 legs right now? I'm not sure. But it's Tuchel.
Yeah.
The season where Chelsea won the Champions League, that he was manager, he defeated Diego Simeone. He defeated Ancelotti. He defeated Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
So he has done it before.
Yeah.
So it will be unfair of me, maybe also not the wisest thing to do, to just write him off totally. But with the way their season has gone, I think I won't be surprised if he doesn't make it to the final.
Yeah.
That's my honest opinion. But keeping it going though, so Bayern have qualified. Who else has qualified? Manchester City have qualified.
Yes.
Who else has qualified? PSG have qualified, defeating Real Sociedad home and away. Mbappe enjoying himself. And Mbappe, whose time at PSG is up. I think everybody knows that. Like the worst kept secret. I don't even think it's a secret anymore. Everybody knows that. There were rumors that he was invited for the presidential dinner with the French president and the emir of Qatar. So many people still think Macron is trying to keep him in French because he's like the jewel of the French football, and he plays in Paris and all of that. Right. But I think the guy is going to leave. That's clear. So Bayern are through, City are through, PSG are through. Who else is through? Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are through after the 1-1 with Leipzig.
2-0.
First leg was 1-0. Real Madrid win, so Real Madrid qualify. So there was an issue in that game, which is Vini Jr. had 2 hands on the neck of Orban.
Yeah.
And after all that happened, all he got was a yellow card. Many people feel like that is a red. You think that's a red?
Of course, for sure. I mean,
So why does he not get a red?
I know what's happening, but I think he was favored because he's a Real Madrid player, or people are behind him because of the he's fighting for people are he's fighting that he's not been treated well and stuff. Maybe referee was like, okay, I don't want to go into that drama.
But so people say, oh, it's Vini. Vini is Vini. He's a young guy, global superstar.
Yeah.
And then he plays for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But if that had been another player, let's say that had been a Leipzig player, that would be a red card, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Wouldn't it be a red card?
Yeah.
So this is a game where in the first leg, the Šeško goal was ruled out for offside when he wasn't offside. And this is the second leg where Real Madrid should have seen a player get a red, but he didn't. Does this in any way fuel the discussion about, like, your coach, by your coach I mean Xavi, coming out and saying that referees are always favoring Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Do you think this is one of those kind of issues?
See, I would say yes, of course. No, like even some games, like few things are like been favored to Real Madrid. Like some games, like which they got points because of the referees, issues and stuff. But see, I mean, I don't want football to get ruined because of money or I hope this thing can, I hope it is not true and stuff. Because I mean, what's fun watching football? Like if this is the thing, But yeah, it's definitely a red card. And yeah,
makes sense. So let's talk about the games for this week. We have Arsenal playing at home to Porto.
Yeah.
Aggregate is 1-0 against Arsenal. Do you see Arsenal qualifying? Or do you think Porto can knock them out? You already said Arsenal is Arsenal.
I mean, I don't know. Let's see.
Okay. So that's still an open game.
Yeah.
Anybody can still qualify. Yeah. Okay. And then you guys, by you guys, I mean Barcelona. Barcelona, you guys go against Napoli.
For sure.
What?
For sure, bro. For sure. We're ready for it. Oh, ready, bro.
Dude, didn't even let me land. Okay? You're that confident that Barcelona is going to qualify against Napoli.
Yes.
Well, the first leg was 1-1.
Yeah.
So it's still very open.
Yeah. We got few injured players, like big names, and but let's see. I'm open. Like, but this is the only thing left for us, and
yeah, true.
We gotta go all on,
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah, I'm open. They'll win this round
to a large extent. Do I want Barca to win? So because Victor Osimhen is in Napoli, and as you can see, bro.
Oh man, come on, man. You guys lost for finals, man.
Bro, don't bring that up now.
Man.
Don't.
And you want to fight for Barcelona? Come on, man.
No, I'm not saying I'm a Napoli supporter.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to identify with my boy,
I agree.
Victor Osimhen.
That's fine.
But if you guys win, good for you. But I hope Osimhen has a great game.
Yeah.
I think that's what I really want. I hope Victor comes to Spain and he does really well. Other games that are happening this week, I think PSG are playing Dortmund. I think it's also 1-1 from the first leg. So, who do you think is going to go through?
PSG for sure.
PSV.
Yeah, PSV. Yeah.
Okay, so you choose PSV over Dortmund.
I mean, they're pretty good. I think they can.
That's all right.
There is chance, but Sancho is playing good. He did a good goal. made a good
Okay.
goal,
Mhm.
and he took a good run and stuff. But when it comes to UFA, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. I think the game is still very open. Very,
Yeah,
very open. Uh, there's supposed to be one more game right now. I don't think I can remember who's playing the final game. But another Champions League week. Let's see how it goes. All right. So you were saying something about Harry Kane breaking records.
yeah.
You want to let us know?
I
Please tell
mean,
us. Tell us what records it is.
he's the first player ever to score 4 hat-tricks in a different games uh, in his first season.
In the Bundesliga?
Yeah,
4
and
hat-tricks. That is great.
first player to ever score 4+ goals in 8 different games in his first season. So
Okay, 4 more goals. Okay.
yeah, so he scored 36 goals, 10 assists, and in 34 games.
36 goals,
Yeah,
10 assists in
4 games in
games.
all competition.
Wow, that's scary. Now, let me ask you a question. Honestly, do you think he's doing all this because the Bundesliga is easier than the Premier League? Do you think Harry Kane has these records of 31 goals?
36.
36 goals, 10 assists in 34 games, all competitions. Now, knowing that all competitions there includes Champions League goals and all, but I think a huge chunk of those goals are in the league.
Yep.
Definitely in the league. They have just played a game where they won 8-1, and I think he scored 3 of the 8. So do you think he's having... Now, in the Premier League, he was definitely a great goal scorer. I think he got the golden boot twice, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think there was any Premier League season where by this time of the season, he had gotten like 30 goals in the league already. So do you think this is happening because it's easier for him in the Bundesliga compared to the Premier League?
I think for sure, maybe, because I mean, they're the only team, pretty good team.
Well, they're not even top of the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
So as you can see now that they are not top. So if they are second, I don't think they're the only good team.
Okay. But I mean, when you compare to the most of the teams in compared to English Premier League, of course, English Premier League is more tougher.
Okay.
But in maybe the teams that and the team with the players buying us like pretty good, like top class, like they actually built for Champions League. So but there are only few teams in that league are good, like maybe 3-4 teams.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure the rest of the teams, I think it's like PSG winning. I think they're 12th. I don't know. How many?
PSG are 10 points clear at the top of the...
No, I'm just like they've been winning like for so many years. So because it's not they're the only team that in that league. So it's a similar thing, but unfortunately, it's a surprise that they're in second place. They've been winning for, I think,
Bayern won the last 11.
Yeah.
Bundesliga titles.
So and it's a surprise for them. But I think maybe because it's easy, not so tough. That's why he's able to score this much, I believe. But he's also a good striker.
Yeah, he's definitely a good striker.
So it's very easy, Yeah.
Well, the season is not over.
Yeah.
So for sure he's going to get more goals. So he might end the season with only God knows how many goals. But that's good for him.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, with all these records, he still has to look up on the table and see Leverkusen above them.
Yeah.
Leverkusen have won again over the weekend, 2-0 winners over Wolfsburg. So the 10-point gap is still there. Should Bayern just give up hope about the Bundesliga?
Of course. I mean, I think because so they can focus more on Champions League. So that's why I'm like, thinking like there is a chance for them to reach this finals, because now they can
That's all they can fight for.
Yeah, fully focus on that. And yeah, and
I think so. If they want to focus on the Champions League only, is there not a tendency that they might not even end up finishing second? What if they end up finishing third or fourth? How do they manage that?
Like I said, it's not so tough league. There's not much enough good teams. For sure, they'll be definitely be there part of in the Champions League. Fourth maybe So it's something that I don't think they're worried of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So quick roundup of the other tournaments in Europe.
Yes.
We'll just focus on the big boys. Liverpool 5-1.
Yep.
Away at Slavia Praga. Was it Slavia Praga? I believe. Then AC Milan also won.
Yeah. 4-2.
But I think the big one for me is Roma Brighton.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
4-0.
4-0 against Brighton. First off, it doesn't seem like Roma are missing Jose Mourinho.
I don't think so.
He's actually enjoying himself. So in the last, I think in about 24 to 48 hours, he was in Egypt. For the Egyptian Cup final. He was in Saudi for the Anthony Joshua Ngannou fight, which Joshua won. And after that, he was at the Saudi Grand Prix. So, now I wouldn't say retirement, but I think he's enjoying himself.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, but I think he has also made it clear that he wants to come back.
Yeah.
If he can get but it has to be a good fit, a good club, and all of that. He really wants to come back. I think I would love to see Jose Mourinho.
Man, I would love to.
I would love to see Jose Mourinho back somewhere. Hopefully, it's not a team in Saudi where we can't watch all the games as much as we want to.
Yeah.
Somewhere where we can still see most of the games. That would be really nice. Now, quick question. The Premier League race is still on. You have Arsenal top. You have Liverpool just behind them. Same points, just goal difference. Then you have City behind them with 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, we don't know who's going to win the league.
Yeah.
In Italy, Inter Milan.
Yeah.
I think they're like 11 or 10 points clear at the top. Do you think that league is over? Or do you think there's still a fight? Because there's still Juventus, there's still AC Milan, there's still some guys who are behind. What do you think? Over?
Inter Milan's pretty good, actually. They're doing a really good job. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they'll lose the title.
Okay.
They'll be stupid if they lose. Or else it'll be Arsenal,
Man, your consistency with hitting Arsenal this season is just awesome.
Oh my God, okay.
And that becomes like he has to claim this place up because the things you have said, Arsenal might actually end up not winning this league.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. La Liga, which your team Barcelona is in. Real Madrid are 7 points clear, I believe.
Yeah.
Barca is not even second because Girona is second. But Girona is 1 point above Barca. Can you say Real Madrid have taken that? Or is there still something there to fight? Mind you, there's still one more Clásico, I believe.
Yeah. I'm hoping they won't win the game, win the title race, because of course it's Real Madrid. But it seems like like we said, they've been favored a lot. So so there is chance for them to win.
Okay.
So
you're not giving up hope on La Liga yet?
Yeah, not yet. Let's see,
Okay. I think for Germany in the Bundesliga, you have said Bayern can give up hope.
Yeah.
So can we give that to Leverkusen now?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Okay.
Let's take it. Yeah, and they deserve it, man. Like 35 games unbeaten. Bro,
yeah. Okay.
Crazy, dude.
Ligue 1, PSG are 10 points clear at the top.
Why are we talking about that, man? Skip it. Let's talk Saudi.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, man. Do you think that's one of the reasons Mbappe wants to leave?
For sure, I think he's tired. I mean, he was waiting. I think he was waiting to prove to get some Champions League, and I think now he thinks that also won't happen anytime soon. So
Well, they're still in the Champions League. They
Yeah, I
qualified for the
know.
quarterfinals.
I agree on that, but see, money can't. It's all about playing. Being.
Well, you can say that City money helped them a lot. Even Chelsea, to some extent.
But
they've both won the Champions League. City have won the Champions League for the first time last season.
yeah,
Chelsea have won it twice. So you could actually argue that money was a big help, definitely. The Sheikh's money in City, the City Sports Group. And then you have, what's his name? Abramovich at first at Chelsea. Right now, I don't thought Boli's money is not making any difference at Chelsea. I don't know if it's making it better or worse.
Wow.
But can you say that the PSG project has been a failure? What would you say?
They've been trying a lot of things, but now I think they came to a sense like it's not about big players and stuff. Like now the team currently is like more of youngsters and not so big players. Like before, like was Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. Like crazy big names. But now it's like it's about playing, being a team and. So is there a chance for the season? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe after 2 years, maybe.
So that means up until now, you cannot call that project a success.
Yeah, because they just now rebuilding again.
Okay.
So it might take time. I mean, it's not so easy to.
Okay, PSG. Dennis is giving you 2 more years. So if in 2 years they've not won the Champions League, then you can call it a failure. Is that your point?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You guys have 2 years.
2 years
from the boss. The boss says you have 2 years. All right. To round us up, we saw some news that Brahim Diaz has opted to play for Morocco instead of Spain. How are you laughing, bro? I had no idea.
See, I really love Spain. Okay, the way these guys play is so good. And he's not the person. He doesn't fit for Spain, I think, because.
Are you sure?
Because he's been a lot of playing self. I see with Real Madrid. He plays. He's a very, very skillful person, but when it comes to team, he's like that. Very. It's very hard for him to pass. I don't know what's the issue. He doesn't pass much, so that's not Spain's thing. So that's why they didn't, bothered to.
So you're trying to say Spain did not call him up because his playing style does not fit the Spanish tradition.
Okay, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I don't know what's the reason behind, but maybe I guess I don't know.
Okay. Well, for me, I didn't even know he had Moroccan roots. I had no idea. I tell you the truth, I had no idea because definitely he was at City. Then from City moved to Madrid. Then Madrid loaded him to Milan. And in all of that, I just, to a large extent, I wasn't bothered about where he's from. But is he a good player? I think he is. He got a great goal in the first leg against Leipzig for Madrid. But I think that is actually kind of good news for me in the sense that is an African country that are going to get a player who is playing at the highest level, because to play for Real Madrid, it's a really good thing. Really good thing. So that's an African country who are going to get a player who's playing at the highest level. So come maybe the next AFCON, if this has gone through, you will actually see Brahim Diaz at the next AFCON if Morocco qualify. So I think that is great. That is great. Well, I'm just speaking as an African.
Yeah.
I think that is great.
Happy for you.
Thank you. I guess that's it, right?
Yeah.
Any more?
Again, I hope this is my last time.
You know how this stuff works. Come on, you know how this stuff works. Guys, Dennis will be here sometime soon. We just don't know when. Maybe in May.
No.
You just never know.
Let's pray for that. Let's hope Andrew comes back well and talk. I hope he can brag for some time about Arsenal being top. So
what if by the time he comes back, Arsenal are no longer top?
Oh man. Please, I hope let him be happy for some time.
Well, he is happy now.
Yeah.
So right now he is happy.
But he can't express it. And unfortunately, he's not feeling well. But This time, like maybe
express
next week, I
Yeah.
hope he can express it out.
Let's see. If they're still top, definitely he'll come and enjoy it while it lasts. If by the time he comes back, they're no longer top, then we can reminisce and go, remember when you guys were top. But we do miss Andrew, man.
Yeah.
Get well soon, bro.
True.
Get well soon. So that's it. Thank you, everyone. If you've stayed this long, I think everybody loves Dennis now.
Oh man.
Everybody loves
Stop
Dennis.
it, guys.
Oh, look at Dennis. Just look at the guy. He's blushing. Everybody loves Dennis now. Oh, come on, guys. Thank you, Dennis, for staying with us again. So, guys, if you stayed this long, thank you. We are grateful. As always, like, subscribe. Tell us what you think in the comments. Some of the questions that I asked Dennis or Dennis asked me, if you have responses, please let us know. And we're looking forward to hearing from you. But for now, see ya.